Can melatonin turn you into a sleepy ninja? Can taking a tiny pill actually turn you into a sleepy ninja, silently backflipping through your dreams? It's a funny image, but it taps into a huge myth most of us believe about one of the world's most popular supplements, melatonin. We see it as a magic bullet for sleep. But what if the way we think about melatonin, as a sleep inducer, a sedative, a knockout drop, is completely wrong? What if its real job is way more subtle and honestly way more interesting? We're about to debunk the biggest myth about this hormone and uncover the scientific truth of how it actually tells your body to power down for the night. And along the way, we'll figure out what it really takes to become a master of your own sleep. If you've ever stood in the pharmacy aisle staring at a wall of sleep aids, you know the scene. Bottles promising deep sleep, fast acting, and natural rest. The message is loud and clear. Take this, and it knocks you out. We've all been there. It's 1 a.m. You've got a huge day tomorrow. Your mind is racing, replaying every awkward thing you've ever said, while also somehow planning next week's grocery list. In that moment of desperation, you reach for the melatonin, thinking of it as a biological off switch, a gentle, over-the-counter hammer to bonk you into unconsciousness. This idea is so common we just treat melatonin like a sedative. We believe it creates sleep. And that right there, that's the big myth. Section 1. The initial investigation, the common belief. The way we think about melatonin is shaped almost entirely by how it's sold. It's marketed as the solution to a problem. You can't sleep. The logic feels simple. I am not sleepy. I will take the sleep hormone. Then I will become sleepy. This idea is reinforced every time we see it on a shelf, filed right next to other sleep aids. In our minds, it's a tool to force a state, just like caffeine is a tool to force wakefulness. We pop a pill, hoping to brute force our way into slumber. This leads to a very specific way of using it. We take it reactively. We wait until we're already tossing and turning, then grab a dose, often a huge one, praying for a quick fix. It's treated like an emergency button for a night that's gone off the rails. The whole story is built around melatonin causing sleep. You take it, and it does the work. That's the story the bottle tells us, and it's the story most of us buy. But what if melatonin isn't a sleep hammer at all? What if its job isn't to force you to sleep? The truth is, we've been looking at this hormone completely backward. To get what it really does, we have to stop thinking of it as a sleeping pill and start thinking of it like a town crier, announcing that night has arrived. Section 2. The aha moment, the scientific reveal. Here's the mind shift that changes everything. Melatonin is not the hormone of sleep. It is the hormone of darkness. Its main job isn't to put you to sleep, but to simply and clearly signal to every cell in your body that it is nighttime. It doesn't force the state of sleep, it announces the time for sleep. Think of it like this. You have a starting pistol at a race. That pistol doesn't make the runners run. Their training, their energy, their preparation, that's what makes them run. The pistol just signals that the race is starting now. It gets all the athletes to take off at the exact same time. Melatonin is that starting pistol for a whole orchestra of processes that get your body ready for a night of rest and repair. It's the conductor tapping the podium, telling your biology, "All right, let's begin the sleep sonata." It doesn't play the instruments, but without its cue, the music would just be noise. And this isn't just wordplay. It's the whole key to using your own body correctly. When you take melatonin, you're not flipping a switch from on to off. You are sending a biological message. You're telling your body, the sun has set, darkness is here. And your body, if it's listening, will start the complex chain of events that eventually leads to sleep. This is why its real power isn't in knocking you out, but in organizing the whole process. Section 3. The how it actually works. Deep dive. The ninja's true secret. All right, let's get nerdy for a second and go deep inside the brain to a tiny but powerful part of the hypothalamus called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN. This is your body's master clock. It's a cluster of about 20,000 neurons that runs your circadian rhythm, the internal 24-hour clock that dictates everything from when you feel hungry to when hormones are released. The SCN's most important job is to know what time it is outside, and its number one source of information is light. When light, especially the blue light from morning sun and our screens, hits your eyes, it does more than just help you see. A direct signal goes from your retina straight to the SCN, carrying a simple, powerful message. It's daytime. The SCN then tells your body to be alert and active. Critically, it also sends a stop signal to a tiny, pine cone-shaped gland in the middle of your brain called the pineal gland, telling it not to produce melatonin. As long as bright light is hitting your eyes, melatonin is actively shut down. But as the sun goes down and that light signal fades, the SCN changes its message. The stop signal to the pineal gland gets weaker. As darkness falls, the pineal gland is finally let off its leash. It starts converting the amino acid tryptophan into serotonin and then into melatonin, releasing it into your bloodstream. This rising wave of melatonin travels through your body, but its most important destination is, funny enough, right back at the SCN. In the United States, for example, melatonin is sold as a dietary supplement. This means it's not regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, with the strict standards for purity and dosage that prescription drugs require. In many other places like the UK, Australia, and much of the EU, melatonin is a prescription-only medication, which highlights the regulatory difference. The results of this lack of oversight in the US are shocking. Multiple studies on off-the-shelf supplements show it's a total mess. A 2023 JAMA study on melatonin gummies found that 22 out of 25 products were inaccurately labeled. The actual melatonin content ranged from 74% to a staggering 347% of what was on the label. One product didn't have any detectable melatonin at all. It gets worse. Other studies have found supplements containing significant amounts of serotonin, a controlled substance that can have powerful, unintended effects. And with melatonin, more is definitely not better. The doses needed to signal darkness to your brain are actually tiny, around 0.3 to 1 milligram. But you can easily find bottles selling 5, 10, or even 20 milligrams. These megadoses don't create a stronger sleep signal. They just swamp your brain's receptors, increase the chance of side effects, and can make your body less sensitive to the hormone over time. Furthermore, some preliminary research presented in 2025 has raised concerns about long-term chronic use, suggesting a potential link between taking melatonin for over a year and an increased risk for heart failure. While this research is still new and doesn't prove melatonin is the cause, it highlights the need for more study and caution against assuming it's harmless. Section 5. The ultimate power. Actionable advice. So back to our question. Can melatonin turn you into a sleepy ninja? Well, if by ninja you mean clumsy, uncoordinated, and mentally foggy, then yes. The most common side effects of taking too much melatonin or taking it at the wrong time are next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headaches. Many people also report intensely vivid dreams or nightmares. You're told not to drive after taking it for a reason. It impairs your coordination, the exact opposite of ninja-like skill. The true ninja we should want to be is one who has masterful control over their own biology. And here's the most empowering takeaway. The secret to becoming a sleepy ninja isn't in a pill that might not even contain what it says. It's in mastering your daily habits. Your most powerful tool is light. It's more potent than any supplement. The best thing you can do for your sleep tonight is to get 10-15 minutes of direct sunlight within the first hour of waking up. Just face the direction of the sun without sunglasses. This single act sends a huge "daytime has begun" signal to your master clock, which sets a countdown for your melatonin release about 14-16 hours later. Then, in the evening, you have to embrace darkness. For 1 to 2 hours before bed, kill the bright overhead lights and, most importantly, screens. Blue light is the #1 enemy of your natural melatonin production. Staring into your phone at 11 p.m. is like shouting at your brain, "It's still daytime. Don't release the darkness hormone." You're actively sabotaging the very system you want to help you. Temperature is another powerful signal. Your body temperature needs to drop to initiate sleep. Keep your bedroom cool. Taking a warm bath or shower before bed helps because the rapid cooling of your body afterward mimics that natural temperature drop. Finally, consistency is your training. Go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even weekends. Your body's clock loves a predictable schedule. When it knows what to expect, it gets better at running all its programs, including the timely release of melatonin. So, can melatonin make you a sleepy ninja? No, it won't have you doing backflips in your sleep. Taking it carelessly, especially in the wild, unregulated doses many supplements contain, is more likely to make you a groggy zombie the next day. But melatonin is the silent commander of your nightly shutdown. It's the hormone of darkness that signals the start of the race for sleep, but it does not run the race for you. Understanding that it is a regulator, not a generator, is the crucial first step to mastering your sleep. The real ninja power isn't in a pill, it's in knowledge. It's knowing that controlling your light is your greatest weapon. It's understanding that consistency is your discipline. And it is realizing your body has a perfect system for sleep. You just need to stop fighting it and start giving it the clear cues it was designed to hear. Master your light, master your schedule, and you will become the true master of your sleep. We just debunked a major sleep myth, and if you're feeling a little more in control of your own biology, subscribe for more science-backed adventures. And now I've got to ask. Drop a comment below and let us know, what's the wildest sleep claim you've ever heard?